SportsSpeak, where we talk sports. Happy to have today with us David Thornhill, president of SBS, whatever that is. Maybe I can get David to tell me what that's all about. Yeah, what is that? What does SBS mean?
Well, let me tell you there, Mr. JP, that stands for Southwest Building Systems.
There you go.
And that's our company. We've been here in Silsbee, Texas for 30 years. In
No
2011, we'll be celebrating 30 years in business, and we're very, very proud of that.
Good. All right. Well, I'm proud of you because I know you lead singing somewhere in some church.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that. I'm kind of one of those whistling type of guys. You know, I like to vocal up.
Carol said she's definitely going to come to hear you and going to bring me with her. Okay, I understand you know something about NASCAR racing, and it's supposed to be a sports program, so that's our sports today. Tell me about it.
Well, let me say this. Everybody has a sport that they're enthusiastic about.
Yes.
And NASCAR is a sport that I'm very, very enthusiastic about. In fact, if you come to my office and you look across that back wall at my office, you're going to see all NASCAR paraphernalia across the back of my office because that's what I like. I love NASCAR. It's a team sport.
What does I hear about drivers? I hear some guys say, so tell me about that.
Absolutely.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, everybody pretty much picks their driver. They have a driver that they like or they follow, such as some people, you know, they really love, you know, a certain number or a certain driver. And you'll see people driving around on the road with the bumper stickers, you know, with the number and the name of the driver on them. And they really are enthusiastic about their driver.
Do they have a championship? Do they have a Super Bowl or something? How or what?
Exactly right. They have a championship, similar to, you could call it a Super Bowl. All during the year, it's a points application. In other words, a driver accumulates points for certain things like leading the most laps and points for various things that they do during the year. And at the end of the year, the driver with the most points wins.
Where are some of the places they do all this racing?
I tell you what, there's some famous places that they do this, Daytona being one of them. Up north, they have several tracks. The Brickyard, they race up there. Fort Worth, right here in Texas, there's a track in Fort Worth.
Have you been to some of those places?
I have. In fact, I've driven.
Yeah. Come on.
I have.
Now, Lanky's not supposed to do that. Tell me about it.
I got the privilege 2 years ago of driving a NASCAR with the Richard Petty driving experience. You can go up and actually drive a NASCAR, a race car, a original race car that's been driven on the track.
That guy over in Houston that races up in Indianapolis, is he running this kind of stuff?
You know, I think he does. I really do.
What's his name? Do you remember?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it too since you kind of hit me there on the spot, but I'm not exactly sure.
We got to come to that spot and murder that. Well, I know you can tell me about singing. I know you sing good. So tell me something about where you sing and what do you sing in the quartet?
Well, I tell you what, I've been really privileged to have done a lot of singing in my life. Started at a very young age, but then I came up through, and I am a music minister. So I have been in music a long time in various places. For 14 years, I was with Charlie Pruitt. I was with the Charlie Pruitt Country Music Show. Yeah, for 14 years I was with him.
Well, we had you on the radio back in those days.
Yeah, and so I spent a lot of time there and enjoyed being with Charlie, and then he retired 2 years ago. And so Charlie lives up in Fort Worth now. He's up there. So.
Well, I knew I had a question I was going to ask you, but now you done talked me out of it. I know there's something else, though, that I meant to tell you. We exhausted NASCAR races. Did we tell them everything we were supposed to tell them about that?
I think we pretty well did. You know, everybody, like I said, has a driver that they love, and they get real passionate about those drivers. But what I love most about NASCAR is they still start the races with the national anthem and, you know, the Pledge of Allegiance and prayer. And so I'm very, very excited to be associated with an organization that believes in those things, believes in our nation and believes in power of prayer, and trying to keep those drivers safe as they buzz around that track at 200 plus miles an hour.
David Thornhill, where'd you go to school? Where'd you go to high school?
Right here in Silsbee, Texas.
Oh.
Graduated in 1979.
Okay.
And remember when the high school was where the middle school is now?
Yes.
And I went to school there at the old, I call it the old high school now because they have a new high school they built. So I went out there.
All right. Then what after that? Then you went on to...
I did. I went to Lamar University after that. Of course, I started at the 2-year school at that time. Now it's called LIT, and that's what they call it now.
I'd like you to tell me something about it. About all I remember about it was in 1923 it was established, and sometime later they lost the football team, and now they got the football team back. Now, what can you tell me more about Lamar University?
Well, I think it's pretty neat, the history.
It's two, though, now. Is that right?
There are two schools there, and they are separate schools. When it first started, it started in 1923, as you said, at South Park Junior College. And when it started in South Park High School, and it started as a 2-year program. And then it's developed over the years into what it is today, which I consider a leading institution with Lamar. Now there's another kind of a springboard of that there is now a 2-year institution there and a 4-year. And LIT is the 2-year and Lamar is the 4-year. But they're both under the Texas State University system.
Well, anybody that knows that much about Lamar University must be connected with it somehow. How are you connected with Lamar University?
Well,
LIT.
The LIT, I can proudly say that I was asked 2 years ago to be the LIT alumni president for them, and I've been very, very humbled to be working with them. Great people down there. Dr. Zuch is the president of LIT. Dr. Jimmy Simmons is the president of Lamar University, which they're good friends and they work well together under that umbrella, so to speak. But I've been down there with them now for 2 years, working with LIT very positively. Sit on their foundation board with several people, and a couple of them right here in Silsbee, Texas, that are on the LIT foundation board.
Good. All right. Along that line, I'm expecting Coach John Payton to come by for an interview.
Very good.
Also, I'm expecting Patricia Parks. She was the basketball, volleyball, golf, softball, I believe. Four different sports, and became the athletic director. And I'm expecting her to come by for an interview.
Very good. I know we had talked about that.
And I don't know how to keep time on this game, but somehow we got something. I look at some of those machines up there, and they tell me about how many minutes I got left, about what much more time. I got to make up some more, that much more. David, you ask me a question.
I will do it.
No.
I will. I'll interview you. How's that? No, I'm serious. I'll do it. I'll interview you. I think that'd be kind of fun. I would enjoy that.
Well, I'm a man of few words, you know.
No, yeah, I know you are. That's good. What, JP, what really triggered your interest in sports?
Well, I played ball. I played baseball and basketball and had a lot of fun. Got hit on the chin, got a big scar here when I got hit with a baseball.
Okay.
I got hit with this mustache here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And did you play during college or high school?
I was on the baseball team at Arkansas State University for a short period of time. And that's about it. I played basketball. We played some... my really claim to fame playing basketball, I played basketball in Madison Square Garden in Rome, Italy.
Okay then.
Now
we're getting somewhere.
It was a bombed out building. And we in the military, like Link was over there, we had our basketball team, and we had our building. The whole building had been bombed, and it got so about it almost, but it had a pretty good floor in it, and we found, I don't know, that somebody made it was gold. I don't remember that much. So much of that.
Well, I know here in this area, you were the MC for several, games here for a long time, weren't you?
Well, from 1964 to 1998, and I had some good teachers, Ted Tate and some of those guys taught me how to broadcast ball games. B. Wayne Bradshaw and all those fellows.
Okay.
They thought I knew how, and I was quarter leg. I didn't know how. They taught me how.
So you just kind of went by the seat of your pants? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah. I asked questions, and they thought I knew, but I didn't.
Oh.
I learned.
All right.
Some, I guess I did.
Okay.
Pretty good. I did. Seriously, I did broadcast more than 3,000 activities, including baptizing in the Mississippi River, Bragg Ghost Hunt out to Bragg Ghost, and Bragg Ghost. If you haven't seen that, have you seen the ghost? If you haven't seen the ghost, you ought to go take a look.
I've been out there to the Bragg Light, gone out there. I don't know that I've ever necessarily seen that ghost out there, but I've been out there. We went out there in high school quite a bit. That was kind of a hangout place and a fun place to be on the train track out there. We've been out there.
Well, sure, I had a few experiences with it. You know, fun people came by here and told me about it. But anyhow, my buddy Dwayne Overstreet said, "Come on, let's take the superintendent of schools out there." Went out there, and doggone, we lost that superintendent. We couldn't find him anywhere. We thought he was a goner. I saw him the other day. He's still alive.
He's still there.
Yeah, I asked him about that. He thought the ghost was going to get him, and when I finally found him, he's hiding under the couch in the back end of that van.
Gotta watch you.
Yeah, he thought that ghost was going to get him, and anyway, he didn't get him.
Well, tell me about your favorite sport. Which one is your favorite?
I'll have to go with basketball. Then baseball down the line. Football.
Why is that?
Then, of course, Mama Peg comes in there somewhere. Go ahead.
Why is that? Why is basketball your favorite sport?
Well, I like playing the game best. I probably was a better basketball player than I was a baseball player. Didn't play any football, except a little six-man while I was in World War II. Incidentally, I was blessed. They taught me how to fly, and it grounded me. It gave me all the pleasure, length, and then didn't make me fly. Oh, the Lord been good to me, David.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you, that's true.
All right, this SportsSpeak we're talking about, and SportsSpeak is where we talk sports.
Exactly.
And I don't know, like I say, I don't know who I'm going to get to come talk to me about the Bragg Ghost. If you're on in somebody that's an expert on the Bragg Ghost, you let me know, and we'll have them right here. J.P. White speaking for SportsSpeak Sports, where we talk sports, where we talk games, we talk it up.